while the meeting is in progress. Please remain muted when speakers are speaking to avoid unnecessary distractions. Now, please, I would like to welcome our newly elect President of Toastmaster, Horizon Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Hassan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uzair. I welcome you all to 304th meeting of Horizon and first meeting of this term under the current XCOM. I would like to take this opportunity to thank outgoing XCOM for their brilliant effort to keep the club growing and thriving. Thank you especially Toastmaster Umar Farooq and Toastmaster Ricky Churian for setting the bar higher. At the same time, I would like to congratulate incumbent XCOM for taking up this huge challenge and lead this club, which is generally known as Home of Champions. We are a great team with enthusiastic members, leaders, and we are ready and confident to take this flag to greater heights. XCOM is distributed among many nationalities, each bringing a diverse experience to the table. With this team and enthusiastic participation of our members, we hope to have a great year ahead. Our simple agenda is to help our members in the best manner ever possible, help them achieve their goals and objectives. Our success would be gauged on our members' accomplishments. For this, we are getting ourselves organized, and a lot of efforts have been put in by our current XCOM members. Along with this, we want to help prepare all the members to compete at higher levels. We have great mentors and champion speakers in the house. We have the best combination of senior and junior members as well. And all our senior members are ready to mentor the juniors. This will be further facilitated by the XCOM. I would encourage all the members to come forward and share their goals so that they can be facilitated accordingly. We are also planning to have dedicated sessions to improve skills of all the members with respect to different speeches. This will be conducted by our champion speakers and expertise from all over the world. All these will come forward with the passage of time, and we will keep everyone informed with the progress and the steps that we are taking. Having said that, for your information, we have now a dedicated Zoom account for club activities which can be utilized by our members whenever needed for mentor-mentee meetings. Furthermore, we are looking into the possibility of having hybrid meetings, but we'll see how situation unfolds with the passage of time. Moreover, we are ready to welcome suggestions from every member in order to improve the quality of the club. We all are responsible for the growth of this club, and every member of this club has to lead in this aspect. We all are presidents, vice president, education, VP membership, so on and so forth. Every triumph is shared by each member. If one of us is a champion, this means we all are champions. Another initiative taken is to prepare the next set of leaders who will lead this club to further glory. For that, we will have a shadow team working closely with the current XCOM so that next term we have a smooth transition and they lead the club confidently for next upcoming term. These are few of our ambition and goals for the club. They will continue to grow with the passage of time and with your valuable inputs. Now it's time to formally welcome and acknowledge our esteemed guests who are also a source of inspiration to us all. We would just like to have a small introduction about the guest, starting with Toastmaster Joel, if you can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm a longtime Toastmaster, members in several clubs in the United States and in Thailand. And I am happy to join you at Horizon Toastmasters.
You are welcome. We are happy to have you here. Toastmaster Muhammad Ghayas, if you can unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
I'm from the Maldives. I belong to the Maldives Toastmasters Club. I've been with the club for like about 1.5 years or so now. So I'm quite happy to join the Horizon Toastmasters Club as a guest. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Nadir Sibai, can you please unmute yourself and introduce yourself? Nadir. Okay, moving on to Miss Hina from Maldives. If you can come forward and introduce yourself.
Hi, really sorry I'm unable to put my camera on. So I would like you all to give the floor to him, please, to say something. Thank you very much. Wish you a very successful meeting for the day.
Thank you. Thank you, Hina. Toastmaster Rafaqat Ali, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, this is Rafaqat from, actually I am based in Riyadh. So I have been with Toastmaster recently, maybe 6 months now. Before I know, but I could not join regularly. Now I plan to join it regularly. So I have joined one club in Riyadh, and I think I saw Team Umar Farooq there. So I requested him that can I join his meeting. So he allowed me, and I think he sent me your agenda, and I'm very happy to join, and hopefully I will learn from here. Thank you.
It's our pleasure to have you here, Rafaqat. Looking forward to have you consistently in our meetings. Derek Roll, can you please unmute yourself and introduce?
Good day. Hi, I'm Toastmaster Derek Garcia Roll, visiting from the Bahamas, a part of District 47. It's always a pleasure to join Horizons Toastmasters on a Wednesday. It is 12 noon, just after noon here in the Bahamas. Thanks for having me. Look forward to a very spirited meeting.
You're welcome, Derek. Hope you have a great session. Afaf Ibrahim Didi.
Thank you. My name is Afaf Ibrahim Didi. I'm from Male Maldives Toastmaster Club. It is a pleasure for me to participate in this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you for joining in. Shivanji.
Yeah, hello everyone. I am Shivangi from Jaipur Toastmasters Club, and I saw the meeting message in one of the Toastmasters group, and so I joined here for the very first time. Hope having a great time and learnings with all of you here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining this meeting. We hope you all have a fun-filled learning session. Now let's move forward to the minutes of meeting for the last meeting. For this, we have our rising star, a teacher, translator, and copywriter, and a stationery and WhatsApp stickers collector with an aspiration to become the WCPC. So I think Toastmaster Noha, you have to explain us what is this WCPC. Coming forward, Toastmaster Noha for the minutes of meeting.
Thank you, Mr. President. WP. Okay, forget. It's the World Championship of Public Speaking. I think everyone know that. No? Okay. That's the short for the World Championship for Public Speaking. And as per the minutes of meeting, the minutes of our end was done in an Oscar Awards night program. The meeting started at 7:15 p.m. sharp. Acting Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Muhammad Hassan called the meeting to order. Presiding Officer Toastmaster Omar Farooq welcomed the guests and conducted the business session of the meeting. Acting Secretary Toastmaster Sangita read the minutes of previous meeting. The new set of XCOM was installed by District 79 Director-elect DTM Abdul Ghafoor. Theme of the day was Horizon Awards Night. It's your time to shine. Master of Ceremonies was DTM Panos Corellas. And there were 4 other awards presenters during the evening, namely Distinguished Toastmaster Joseph Skoda, Distinguished Toastmaster Rose, Distinguished Toastmaster Faisal, and Toastmaster Rebecca Pura. A number of awards were given away to all members, recognizing the achievement and support that each of them contributed to the success of the club. Distinguished guests in attendance were District 79 Program Quality Director for the program year 2021, DTM Rami Jawad, District 79 PQD Elect DTM Sadia Khan, District 79 Club Growth Director Elect DTM Palaniraj. Okay. And Division F Director DTM Shikar Tiwari. The program was adjourned at around 9:45 p.m. Over to you.
Thank you very much for the minutes of meeting. Do we have any deletion or changes to this minutes of meeting? I think not, so we shall proceed. And for that, now I have to hand over to the pilot of tonight, who is working in Saudi Engineering Group International as Senior Procurement Officer, Central Supply Chain. He loves to read books and travel. He is one of our rising star. So let me introduce or hand over the podium to Toastmaster Uzair Iqbal.
Greetings and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, President Toastmaster Hassan, for such an elating introduction. It is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you on today's 304th meeting of Horizon Toastmasters Club. I would like to extend a special welcome to our ebullient guests who honor us with their presence today. Wow, I am so motivated and passionate, despite of the fact that I just took my second dose few hours ago, but still the atmosphere is so sizzling and motivational. As your Toastmaster of the day, I will be piloting this session and guide you through the entire agenda. Our meeting is divided into 2 main parts. One is the business session and other is the educational session. The educational session consists of 3 segments: the prepared speeches, better speaking session, the table topics, better thinking session, and the evaluation, better listening session. I will join by a team of amazing role players who are tasked to perform important part of the meetings tonight. Tonight, we have 3 distinguished and eloquent speakers who will give us an informative and inspirational speech. As the Toastmaster of the day, it is also my responsibility to provide you the theme of the day. And for tonight, our theme is turn your obstacles to your opportunities. Let me share a small story with you. Have you heard the name of Shoaib Akhtar? Shoaib Akhtar is a star of cricket, belongs from Pakistan, and he is one of the fastest bowler in the history of international cricket. He was born with a dilemma of flat feet and joint knees, but he worked on his abilities, and due to his motivation, he turned his obstacles into opportunities. He worked hard and became one of the most lethal bowler in the history of international cricket. Now let's move on to our next program. For that, we have a very beautiful role player, a unicorn goddess who loves to play, bring laughter and joy to everyone. For as our thought master of tonight, over to you, Toastmaster Lada. We can't hear you, Lada.
Lada,
you're unmute. You're muted.
Ah, here I am. Ah, thank you, Uzar. I appreciate the introduction. Hello, hello, my fellow Toast gods and goddesses. My inspiration does come from the theme of today, which is turning obstacles into opportunities. And I'm going to share with you a little personal story of mine that I turned an obstacle into an opportunity. My obstacle was that I was taking care of my father for the last 5 years of his life. And at first, honestly, the first 2 years, obstacle. I felt it was a burden. I didn't want to do it. I was resentful. And then, honestly, in the 3rd year, I just made a decision. I said, you know what? I'm the best person for the job. And I opened my heart and I said, I'm doing this fully. And it was magical. The next 3 years were magical. I moved in with my father. We walked, we talked, we played. I never really played with my dad because my parents had a theater in Manhattan in New York, and they were always putting on plays. My mom was an actress. And so I got to play with my dad. I never played with my dad before. We literally like just tossed the ball back and forth. This is the actual ball that we used to toss back and forth. And it was just that time was so healing for me. I don't even tell you what was so healing about it, but I know that I have no regrets whatsoever about my relationship with my father, and I wouldn't give it away for the world. So that was an opportunity that I took, and I want to urge each and every one of you to take that opportunity as well with your parents. If they're alive, spend time with them, because the one thing that you will have left is memories. And I have precious memories, priceless memories. And here I'm going to share with you a little memory that I had of when I was walking with my dad in a park.
Hello. 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 Hello.
And that's me and my daddy.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
And back to you. Go spend time with your parents, guys. Back to you, Uzair.
Thank you so much for your sharing your wonderful thoughts tonight. Okay, our next role player is a teacher by profession, a budding online entrepreneur, a huge fan of Maria class. He would be our grammarian for tonight, Toastmaster Noel Inventor.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening, we can.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listen carefully to their language usage, and of course, I will take note of any improper usage, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As a grammarian also, it is my duty to introduce the word of the day. And it's funny how we guys here have the same frequency. While I'm thinking about the word of the day, I didn't realize that let us speech, short speech earlier would resonate on me also. So the word of the day is manacle. It means that it is a shackle for the hand or wrist, but sometimes it can be used as a restraint, as a noun. Now, as a verb, it means to make fast or secure, or in broader use, it to restrain from movement to progress or action. And I choose this word because it's very personal to me. Sometimes we don't realize that we ourselves put the manacles in ourselves to just move along. So one good example is that fear is common manacle that unknowingly we put upon ourselves, keeping us from getting to where we want to be. And at the end of the day, when called upon by the Toastmaster of the day, I'll give you the report. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Noel, for explaining your role. The next role player we have is the CCTV camera of tonight. He will keep an eye of each and every single moment what has happening here tonight. She is a teacher, translator, and a copywriter, WhatsApp sticker collector, and with an inspiration to become WCPC. Toastmaster Nuha Madni.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Azed, for this wonderful introduction. As the general evaluator for this evening, I will be the quality control officer. I will observe the meeting, point the practices that we did very well, and also point the improvements that we need to do in our meeting. I will be back at the end of the meeting with my team of evaluators to give you our feedback. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Time is a very precious thing, and we have to keep an eye on it. For that, we have President of IEC PKSA ERP Toastmasters Club, working as a biomedical engineer in Saudi, Siemens Al Wasabi. He joined Toastmasters to improve communication and leadership skills. Toastmaster Joseph Cardona.
Hi, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to everyone. I'm Toastmaster Joseph, and I will be your timer for today. As a timer, I will time the table topics, speakers, formal speech, and the evaluation. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red virtual cards, which denote specific times remaining. Cards. Table topic speakers should limit the remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. For icebreaker speeches, it should be between 4 to 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I will raise the green card. 5 minutes, yellow card. 6 minutes, red card. For evaluation, should be between 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes, green card. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, red card. Yellow card, and 3 minutes, red card. And please note that I rename already my name here as a timer. So before each speaker starts the speech, you need to pin me. And I want to remind also everyone that we have a grace period of 30 seconds after the red virtual card is shown. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Joseph, for explaining your role very well. Next role player, we have a very senior and a very composed Toastmaster, father of the champion. In order to break his manacles, he joined Toastmasters International. With your presence, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Srinivasan Ramathu.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for that introduction. In order to break your manacles, there are two ways to do it. Either you face it direct, or you find an alternative way. Today, my role gives me an opportunity to minimize the R count of my own by being the R counter for today's meeting. Tonight, I will be the R counter, and I will be listening to all the speakers for their verbal crutches, such as repeated words, pauses, and all that, and I will count them as verbal crutches, and then I will give my report when called upon by the general evaluator. To all the people here, in order to minimize your R's and ums, I would suggest that you take a minute to pause to think about the word that you would like to speak, rather than using the R's and ums. So far, we have done very good, and I expect all the people, all the speakers to be so. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Srinivasan. Now, to delight the environment of this meeting, we have a Toastmaster who is very down to earth, but he is still searching for the stars. Toastmaster Abdul Salam as a fun master tonight.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. So I didn't have any idea how to prepare it and what does actually this one master means, but I tried to come up with something. So like you have to help me here that I have to go right ahead at the moment, or you'll give me time later on.
Sorry?
You have to go ahead, Islam.
Okay, perfect.
Shall we proceed?
Yes, I tried searching for some phrases which might bring kind of humor to you as well. So I'm starting with the first one, and which is you already have heard about a restaurant which is called Karma. The name is Karma. So, like, what are your thoughts on this restaurant, Karma? So there were two guys. They were speaking to each other, and one of them asked a question to the other one that I've heard about a new restaurant, and the name is called Karma. So what is in their menu? The first one guys replied to him that it's no menu in there, but you get what you deserve. Hello?
Yes, it was hilarious. Yes. No.
The other one is what kind of what do you call a factory that makes okay products? And somebody came up with a satisfactory only. Here you go with another one. What do you call the wife of a hippie? And the other friend came up with Mississippi.
Mrs. What?
And sorry?
Say it again. I like the hippie one. Say it again,
Please
slowly.
speak
Yeah,
a bit louder.
it's like, what do you call the wife of a hippie? So the other friend replies, Mississippi. So there was one friend, like he went to a doctor and he told doctor that the doctor was a physical therapist, that I broke my arm in two places. So the doctor told him that you want a remedy, just stop going to those places. That's all. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abdul Salam, for your role. The presentation of our role is now over, and I'm sure you all are ready to hear our amazing prepared speakers tonight. We now come to the better speaking session where three amazing Toastmasters will deliver their projects for you. Are you all ready?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then bring it on.
Yep. Let's go. Woo!
Our first speaker is another promising member of Horizon Toastmaster Club. She will be doing her icebreaker on her pathway level 1 strategic relationship. But before we hear her speech, let's first listen the objectives of her speech given by her evaluator, the winner of Golden Voice Award of Horizon Toastmasters Club, Toastmasters Sangeeta Bhattacharya.
Thank you so much to Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. And today our speaker, Marshall, Toastmaster Marshall, is giving her icebreaker speech. So first of all, let's give her a big round of applause because this is our first speech to the club. The purpose of her speech is for the member to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Her speech length timer, please note, it's 4 to 6 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much for the objectives. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Michael. The stage is all yours.
Thank you. Many people spend years working very hard to achieve their dreams and become successful. But do they ask themselves if their current level of success changed their nature? And does becoming successful cause you to think and act in different way? To answer these questions, we need to know how to analyze our current situation, as well as to imagine your future to be. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, I would like to invite you all to my small world and let you know more about myself. I am the youngest between 3 brothers and 4 sisters. I have bachelor degree in computer science and master degree in computer engineering. Currently, I'm working as a data engineer in an oil and gas company. I joined Toastmaster Club to develop my communication skills as well as expand my networking. Before taking the decision to study abroad, I was totally dependent on my family. I couldn't take one single decision alone. That was very normal because of our culture here. But after I landed in Canada for getting my master's degree, I realized how the environment and the culture changed and made me feel like fish out of the water. So it's not only like taking the responsibility for myself, also I'm taking the responsibility for my father because he accompanied me during my studies in Canada. It was very difficult at the beginning. I cried a lot. I went for depression. And sometimes I thought of quitting and going back without completing my studies. But I didn't give up. I tried to adapt myself with the new situation slowly and face the challenges. Because at the end, all of these challenges will refine my characters. One of my challenges that I have faced, and it's becoming an unforgettable incident in my life, and I consider it one of my adventures. I started studying in English school in Toronto. During that time, I was applying to different universities for my master's degree. I emailed a couple of educational advisors till I got a response, one of them, and he requested me to meet him in a person in his office at the university campus, which I need 1 hour and a half approximately by bus to reach there. I have never used the public transportation to travel between cities during that time. And if I tell my father, he won't allow me to go. And at the same time, I can't take him. So I decided to do some research on how to reach the university campus, the time required, the bus numbers, and so on. I collected all the information I need. I made a plan for the trip. Then at that day, I told my father I will be late from the school because I have some homework which need to be done as a group at the class. So I took the bus. I was using the GPS all the time to guide me till I reached there. Then I made the interview. I finished it. I came back. Nobody knew about my whole trip, not even my friends. After I got my acceptance from the university, I told my family about what I did. Initially, they were very angry at me, but at the same time, they were proud and happy about what I did. From this adventure, I have learned many lessons. First, believe in yourself. Second, Always make a plan before you start anything. Third, take the risk. Don't be afraid. And fourth, sometimes it's okay not to share your thoughts with people who might affect your decision. My fellow Toastmaster and guest, I have worked really hard for achieving my dreams and becoming successful. During these times, I followed my heart. I took bold decisions and planned my way to success. Now I can proudly say I'm independent, strong woman who strives to live life on her own terms each and every day. And I encourage you all to do the same. Over to you, Toastmaster Uzair.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mashail. We really loved your story. Moving on. Our next speaker is, oh my God. She is a champion in our domain. She will be delivering her icebreaker from level 1 effective coaching, and the topic of her speech is growing through the contrast. Toastmaster Pragya. But before that, I would like to invite her evaluator, Toastmaster Umar Farooq Awan, one of the seasoned Toastmaster and face of Horizon Toastmasters Club, for the objectives of her speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for such a humbling introduction. Toastmaster Pragya will be attempting effective coaching pathway level 1 icebreaker project 1. And purpose of her speech is to introduce herself to the club and also to understand the basic structure of speech. Timing of the speech is 4 to 6 minutes. And the speech title is Growing Through the Contrasts. All the best, Toastmaster Pragya. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Umar Farooq Awan. Now, Toastmaster Pragya Jain with the speech title Growing Through the Contrast. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uzair. I always believe there is either this way or that way. But through my journey of life, I understood there is another way. I know all the men in the house will be thinking, yes, there is a wife's way also, but I am not talking about that. I am talking about a midway to everything. And that is what I have grown through and understood. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, on a Friday, rainy morning, there were thunders in the town. A lady with sharp pain in her stomach rushed to the hospital. But that was not in vain, because she was blessed with the sunshine mixed with the hurricane, blessed with a little beautiful girl whom she never knew about what she's going to turn into. That was my mother holding me, little one, in her hands, thinking I am going to be a beautiful daughter who is going to just follow her instructions. Was that easy for me? No. Let me take you through this story of mine of how I grew. I was born into a society where girls are always taught to shut down, sit properly, talk properly, walk properly, look properly. At the same time, I was in a house which told me, fly properly, build properly, do something properly, because I was not doing anything properly. And here I was stuck between the two contrasts. One out of the house, one inside the house. Soon, as I started growing up, I understood I will have to find a way. Not this way, not that way. I went to a school which was one of the top notch in the city then. Everybody around me and my mom started telling, you are going to spoil the daughter. She will run out of your hand and then you will not be able to do anything. Here my mom said, I know my daughter, what she's going to do. And here was I. Can I say what I want to do? But I was still stuck between the two contrasts while going throughout my school life. I never could find out whether I should be living the kind of life people want me to live or whether I should be living the kind of life my parents want me to live. Because I am not going to sit in the house forever. I do need to step out of the house as a girl. Things were changing fast. Soon it was time for me to select a college. Again, a contrast. I had studied for some time in a Hindi medium school because of some personal reasons. Now, I had to select a college which was absolutely opposite to what I had learned. There were outgoing people in the college, they were taking challenges, they were strong, confident, they had come from affluent families, and they were all throughout English language study students. But here I was. Because of my circumstances, I was stuck there. What do I choose? Go to a normal college, which will just give me average education, or go to the college of my dreams? But I chose this side this time because I knew that I will have to select and take my stance. But it was not easy because that duration of 2 years taught me completely on how contrasts work. The people around me were not looking me as one of them. I was a contrast to them. I was somebody who could not mix with them. I was somebody who was supposed to sit alone, who did not know how to talk properly in language, who did not know how to stand or sit properly like they did. But I had to grow. And that's what I did. I grew. I made myself at par with every single student, and in fact, better than what they were. I topped the university, I topped the college, I did everything I could. As my life moved further forward, I could see that there was contrast lying everywhere. In the house I married, there was a contrast because I was an ambitious girl who wanted to grow, married into a family which wanted me to be in the kitchen whole day long. I decided to take a midway again. I did what they like to do, but I still gave time to grow, to develop, to put into my ambitions. I decided to be at home with them for some time, but still decided to go out and build myself. There were so many instances like these which told me that our life is neither one side nor other side. I had always been a person who had believed that always find a midway for doing things. I had always been an ambitious person, a bubbly going girl, and still fit into the people who do not accept girls to be like that. I know that I need to be something of loving person to those people who have brought me up, who are by my side. But I also know that I want to be a person which is me. And that is how every single step of my life, I have grown through my contrasts. I have understood how midways work. I have understood what kind of person I would want to become. And today, when I stand here at Toastmasters, I see so many contrasts. There are people who are amazing speakers, who are planning for World Championship, and there are people who are starters. But we all are here together to learn and grow. And this is what I look into my future now. Toastmaster, let me grow. Let me learn from the contrast here and grow. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pragya. We were sailing through your story along with you. Now, moving on towards our final speaker, a simpleton from beautiful Andaman Islands, Toastmaster Abu Bakr. But he's presenting his speech from level 3, persuasive speech presentation mastery, with the topic free your mind, break your body. But before that, I would like to invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Muhammad Hassan, to please come on the stage and share the objectives of his speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. The purpose of this project is for the member to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech at a club meeting. The member can deliver a well-organized persuasive speech on any topic. So I wish you all the best, Toastmaster Abu Bakr. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hassan, for the objectives. Now, free your mind, break your body. Toastmaster Abu Bakr, stage is all yours.
Can you show me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Okay, that's good. Good evening, everyone. Uzair just mentioned I'm from Andaman. Do you know that there is a tribe called Sentinelese in Andaman? They are the most secluded, most isolated people in the world living right now. They are living in an island separated from all other main islands, and they're living there in the old ways from last 60,000 years. Can you imagine that? Now, very, very long time ago, our great, great, great grandfathers in the primate era, they used to live the same way. We used to have very simple responsibilities. We used to live in caves, mountains, and in jungles. The primary main responsibility was to gather food, either by hunting or taking vegetables or fruits, protecting yourself from wild animals or from elements of nature, from thunder, hurricane, etc. And third, the most difficult of all, the biggest responsibility is raising your children. From that era, we have come a very long way. This era this is the time for discoveries, scientific innovations. Everything is in our reach. We have the best accessibility of food. Everybody is wealthy if you compare with your last two generations. But to think about it, everyone is stressed out in some way or the other. And everybody has some kind of disease. Either they don't know it or not, it's a different subject. So it makes me wonder what makes the old generation such healthy. They never had cancer or any kind of chronic diseases. The main difference is from that era to this era, the food habit, of course, and main point is stress. I'm here to talk about stress. But to understand stress, we have to go back to the primate era again, because stress was our friend once. Yeah, it was. It was evolved in our system to help us. Now imagine I'm a primate guy. I went into the jungle to hunt, some deer or something. My wife told, today we'll cook deer. So I went there. Instead of finding a deer, I see a lion, a hungry lion staring at me. Immediately, the brain sees this threat. When this brain calculates whether I should run or I should fight. So basically, the stress response is flight or fight. To help our body, the brain tells all our organs, we have a bigger threat in front of us. So stop digesting, liver, stop your work. So it tells all our organs except the heart to stop all the functions, and it pumps a lot of blood into the exterior organs like our leg and our hands, so that we can run or fight and do the immediate thing to stop that threat. Now, in this modern era, we don't have lions. I don't see any lions here, but we are more stressed every single day. Our emotions have evolved into something else. We think about, but by the way, stress is there in animals also. It is in all living creatures. But human is the only organism in the world who can sit at a chair at his house. He's comfortable. His AC is on, his TV is on, he has everything. But just by thinking, he can go back to his past, think about his ex-girlfriend or somebody. He can get into that state of stress without doing anything. It's all virtual. Either we are stuck thinking about the past, which is all gone, you don't have any control, or either you're stuck thinking about the future that you have never seen. Nobody has seen the future. What we can do is walk towards the future and hope we'll live to see it. But then stress in smaller amounts, Like you hit a car, somebody hits your car, you yelled at him, and in the evening you forget about it. It is normal. It will help you. You're giving an exam, the stress releases cortisol and adrenaline into your body. It gives you that extra energy. But think about stress, chronic stress all your life. From morning to evening, you're stressed out. And stress is not only about worrying, stress is also about overwhelming information. At this age, we are bombarded with informations, messages, commitments, this and that. You can simplify all this by prioritizing your life. It's as simple as that. Trust me. You have to say a lot of no's. You have to make a lot of enemies. So many people will be sad, but your life will be much simpler. Today's topic is vast. Actually, the topic should be called free your mind or break your body. What happens when the adrenaline and cortisol runs through your body all the time, 24 hours a day? You know what happens? Like I said, all the main functions of our body shuts down. The exteriors work, your BP, your blood pressure raises because you are in a flight or fight mode just by thinking, mind you. And then your digestive system goes out, your immune system goes out. It leads to all other problems like cholesterol and everything. So what can you take from this? Just take a deep breath. Understand this. You cannot escape stress ever in your life. It does not matter you're rich, poor, or successful. It does not matter. Stress will come in all forms of way, in relationship, in economical, in everything. Just take a deep breath. Whenever there is an event that happens, analyze it. Instead of giving a reaction, plan on the action, what to do next. And always remember, no matter what happens in your life, some things are in your control and some things aren't. So leave the rest to a greater being or the creator if you believe so. And always keep breathing. Thank you very much.
Wow. These three amazing speakers really brought in tonight. I could hardly choose the best speaker of the night. But before we cast our votes, can we hear our timers report? Toastmaster Joseph, can you please deliver your report?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Okay, for the icebreaker, Toastmaster Shaal, he used 5 minutes and 36 seconds. Toastmaster Pragya, he used 6 minutes and 16 seconds. Toastmaster Abubakar Siddiq, 7 minutes, or all are in the allotted time. Thank you.
So, can you please start the voting poll?
Polling will end in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
So are we done or not?
Yes, we are done, Toastmaster Uzair.
Okay. Now moving on. Our next session is table topic session. To conduct the table topic session, we have a very fresh and promising face, a very beautiful human being, a very confident speaker, and a leader in build. Toastmaster Umair Maqsood. He will be leading this session. The stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. This is Toastmaster Umer, Neo from Matrix, the Horizon Reloaded Matrix Club, and I'm going to help you surmount many obstacles today. Table topic enables a member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking, which means done without being planned, organized, or rehearsed. Right. So table topics will help train the members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. And you can think of a table topic speech as a mini, sort of a speech with an opening body and a conclusion. So this also provides a speaking opportunity to any member who has, not done a duty today, or even the guest members. So basically the guest may also participate as in case they wish, and each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. The timer will show a green signal at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes. So until the speaker finishes his or her speech, the participants are disqualified at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So each speaker is in fact required to use the word of the day, which is today's word of the day is manacles. And let us begin our table topic session. So all right, so I'm not able to share my screen. Have I the hosting rights?
Toastmaster Umar can?
I don't have the hosting rights. Yes, now I can do it.
Everybody's got to put on their sunglasses. Woo! Come on, everybody. Get your filters on.
All right. All right, so what do we have here today is basically 6 choices for all the Toastmasters. And I would like to start with, let me just somehow minimize it. All right. So I'm going to start with, are there any volunteers? Afaf Ibrahim Didi, how about you?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we have like you have like 6 choices here. All right. And let me know which one you would like to go for. We have rope balancing, hurdle race, mountain climbing, high jump, long jump, and rope climb.
Rope climb.
All right. So we'll go with the rope climb. All right. So your topic is challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful.
Can I start now?
Over to you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. In our life, there are so many challenges. So the best thing is that we have to overcome all these challenges. In every day, our life, there are many obstacles. But if we look on the positive side of the obstacles, it will turn into opportunities. So that is the best thing. Don't be stuck on that obstacles, and you have to work on work hard to get rid of these challenges and overcome all these things. Then it will turn into opportunities. So like, let's see, now we are living in this pandemic. There are so many challenges. This is a big obstacles, but now everything turns into, not everything, I mean, there are something turn into a positive. See, now we are having a meeting from all the way from different different part of the people from the from the world having meeting. This is not what we were thinking earlier. So if we want to have a meeting with another club, even Toastmaster, we have to
get the tickets and we have to fly to participate in this meeting. But today it is very easy, everything. So we can, like that, we can polish our life, we can educate our life, and there are more other opportunities in our life because of this. So my advice is that we always have to try to turn these obstacles into opportunities and always focus on positive side of anything. So it will be very good for us. So I think that is the way that we have to work. And no, if we focus on the negative side, the other speaker as well mentioned that we will be on stress and all these things. There are some other problems will be raised. Rather than always focus on the positive and try to minimize the challenges and overcome all these things. I'm sure then the life it will be meaningful and will be very happy to the whole world. Thank you.
All right. I mean, that was awesome, to be honest. I mean, not bragging, but like that was really awesome. That was awesome, Afaf. Thanks. All right. So who do we have here? We have Ankita Kumari. Ankita Kumari.
Yes, hello.
Hi. Yeah. So Ankita, which obstacle would you like to overcome today from these?
I'll go with the mountain climbing.
All right. Good. So here it is. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Table Topping Master. A very good evening to one and all present here. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Couldn't agree more with this statement. Earlier, I used to think that exams, I would like to cite here the example of exam. I used to think initially that it is about pen, paper, studying hours and hours, putting on all the hard work, putting on all that I could. Later, after failing miserably in few of the exams, I realized it is not just about the strength. It is not just about the physical strength, but it is also about the mental strength. It is about the perseverance. It is about the willpower. It is about the determination that counts a lot, which I used to neglect these earlier. We need to strategize things before coming on the field. Before sharpening our axes, we need to take into account many things, and not just the core, that is the core part. There are few ancillary factors that we at times tend to ignore, and that plays a crucial role in any field, or in any exam, or any sphere of life. So I think not just physical effort, not just physical strength, but mental strength is equally important no matter what you take up. So this is all from my side. Thank you, Table Topping Master. Over to you.
Thanks, Ankita. That was awesome. It seems that you speak all day long. That was an awesome speech. All right. So let's have another participant. So let's have Mohammad Ghayas. Mohammad Ghayas. Mohammad Ghayas. Toastmaster Mohammad Ghayas. Can you hear me? Toastmaster Mohammad Ghayas.
Joel is raising a hand also.
All right. So let's move to Joel. Yes, Joel.
Yeah, I'd like to take the rope balancing, please.
All right, sure. So seems you have been balancing so many things all of a sudden all day long. All right, we have if you change the way you look at things, The things you look at change. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Over to you.
Table topic master, fellow members and guests. If you look at change, you look at things. Things can change. Why? Because you have a different perspective. You have the desire to find a solution. So you do not stay fixated on just one dimension, because there are many angles that we can find the final destination, the final solution. Let's take the simple fact that the people who started the internet back when the US defense system didn't realize that how far this technology will go. We'll be able to do video conferencing across different continents and share our thoughts. It's amazing that how change the way we look at, if we didn't look at and stayed at the same status quo, life would be not what we have today. So we have to look at a different angle to finally achieve success. To grow, we must keep on trying and seeing outside the box. That is beyond our horizon and beyond the imagination that appears to us at this moment. Back to you, table topic master.
Thanks, Joel. That was awesome. Pretty awesome. Great. So let's have another one. Let's have Mendivu. Mendivu. Mendivu, are you here?
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
for hurdle race.
All right. Hurdle race. Great. So here you are. All right. So being challenged in life is inevitable. Being defeated is optional. Being challenged in life is inevitable. Being defeated is optional. Over to you.
Hello, my fellow Toastmasters. Many are the times when we meet a lot of challenges in life, but then when we came across all these challenges, sometimes we think we are left with no option, but we should bear in mind that we do have an option unless we choose to be defeated. So when we come across all this, it's up to us to hold our head high and face all these challenges and defeat them. Thank you.
Thanks, Mandiva. Thanks. Nice speech. All right, so I'll take the last one. And Thuli Nutili, Nutoli. Thuli Nutoli.
Hello.
Hi, Thuli. Yes, so Toastmaster Thuli, what are you going to dominate today? What are you going to conquer?
To tell the truth, for the past month, I've actually conquered fear, which is something that I've also spoken about in one of my club meetings, that it is important really to conquer through obstacles, as you guys have mentioned. And so fear is something that I have allowed to really dwell in my heart, is something that I've really concentrated on for a long time. But ever since joining Toastmasters, it really has,
Thuli,
I've conquered it just by.
Sorry for interruption. Would you please mind choosing one of these, because I have not given the topic yet.
Choosing one of
these, what you see on the screen, either high jump or long jump.
Oh, I have to choose. Sorry, I didn't realize. I will choose high jump,
All right.
I guess.
All right. So we'll go with the high jump. So you have failing to try is like trying to fail. Failing to try is like trying to fail. Yes, over to you now.
Failing to try is like trying to fail, which is exactly what I'm faced with in terms of my studies. I've come to a point where I've even told myself, like, I'd rather fail knowing that I've tried. Like, I'd rather really give it my all and fail, but knowing that I've put in the work than to just sit and fail, never having tried anything. So it's really important that even though we feel like we are not going to conquer or we're not going to make it through, but to give it our best shot so that when things don't go away, at least we can say to ourselves and tell ourselves and console ourselves that we have tried with what we had. So it's very, very important. For me, failing is really not a bad thing. It's all about perspective and mindset. Fail for me is just another opportunity to do better. That's all it is. It's for me, it's not a bad thing.
All right.
Yes.
Tuli Nutoli, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the wonderful speech. So, all right. So, can I have the timers report, please?
Good evening, everyone. Okay, here's the timers report. Toastmaster Afaf Ibrahim, he used up 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Toastmaster Ankita, he used up 1 minute and 48 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster Joel, he used up 1 minute and 37 seconds. Toastmaster Mandigu, she used up 34 seconds. Toastmaster Tuli Natuli, 1 minute and 4 seconds. So we have a Toastmaster. Unfortunately, Toastmaster Manduju is disqualified because of the time. The others are qualified. Thank you.
All right. So we can have now voting for the table topic speakers, and with that, I would return the control to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much.
Can we have the polls, please?
President, can we just add Toastmaster Mandevu?
Yes.
Toastmaster Srinivasan, can you please mute yourself?
I will end the poll in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Wow, that was very innovative and interesting table topic session. Hats off to Toastmaster Umair Maksud. What a wonderful and innovative way. Well, really, we loved it. And I hope that everyone enjoyed it very well. Now, moving on to our evaluation session. For that, we have a very beautiful, very energetic Toastmaster, newly joined in Horizon Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Nuha Madni.
I think she's still stuck in the matrix. Where'd she go? Oh, she's gone. Oops. Yeah, she's gone. I guess she dropped. Maybe we should go to the first evaluator.
So shall we proceed, President?
I think you should proceed with the first evaluation.
Okay, I would like to invite Toastmaster Sangeeta Bhattacharya as a first speech evaluator. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uzair. A very good evening to fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. And I think Noha is back. Shall we continue with this?
Yeah, she's back.
I think let's allow her a minute to speak.
Yeah. Yes, Noha.
No, she lost. Oh, no, she is. Oh,
No, she's
yay.
here.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry for this got little bit disconnected, and let's not waste any more time. Let's go to our first evaluator for today, Toastmaster Sangeeta. She's a people person. She's committed, compassionate, and a coach.
Wow.
She's our past secretary and current VP membership. Over to you, Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Thank you. That was so beautiful. Thank God you joined, Nuha. Thank you for those lovely words. A very good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, and especially to my speaker today, Toastmaster Mashal. Toastmaster Mashal, your speech was absolutely a delight to hear. How success changes your nature. Absolutely. What a question. It was amazing to see the journey of your life. To me, it came like a photography, and every negatives got developed in the end. I saw you as a child, not able to take, dependent on your parents, on your siblings, and then you moved on moved on to Canada for your higher education. And then the realization started. You realized that there was so much, the real world was so different, and you were not able to take decisions. There was a cultural difference. You felt like a fish out of water. You were almost about to quit, but then the woman, the strength within you rose, and you shared this beautiful journey of the adventurous story where you really took your own decision to go and meet this person in the university. And every time you took the step, there was something that helped you. And you did. You came back with a story to your parents where you got through the university. Of course, it was beautiful when you expressed your parents' anger and then how they were happy and really proud of you. You summed up your speech yet again with a power-packed call to action. All of us understood that it's so important in your journey, how you need to believe in yourself. And then how you made a plan, which you showed us when you decided to go to the university. You took the help of the GPS, never having traveled by public transport, and you did it. So make a plan, and you were ready to take the risk. A very important message: be ready to take the risk. It's fight your fears. And then the beautiful part is sometimes it's okay not to share your decisions when you know the others might hamper it. It was absolutely beautiful, Mashal. I would just say that this was your first speech. It was really a delight. A few recommendations that I would like to suggest is that you had a beautiful story, maybe with more gestures, with a little more detailed, vivid description of what actually happened during that journey when you took to move to the in the bus, that would be something wonderful to hear, a real mystery. So with that, it was a beautiful speech. Congratulations to you. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator. I think Noah has dropped again.
Yeah, TMOD can proceed, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like to invite our second speech evaluator, Toastmaster Umar Farooq Awan. Can you please come on the stage?
Where is the stage? Just kidding. Okay. So let me see where is the timer. Okay, Joseph is there. Okay. So Toastmaster Pragya. Should I say that or should I not? Oh, I should have listened to that person. No, I should have listened to that person. All these conflicting decisions that we are coming across in our life. What to do, who to listen to ourselves or to the other persons. What a wonderful way to convey that message through your speech, through your icebreaker. What I loved about your speech, first of all, you came out of your comfort zone. You tried humor in your opening. That is never to see. Oh, the wife way. That was interesting. I loved it. And secondly, your hands talk, your gestures should talk also. Your hand movement, you are trying to emphasize some point, you try to convey it with your hands. That is amazing how you use your hand gestures and to speak about what you are speaking. Thirdly, what I loved about your speech was how you vividly you are telling your story. You are talking about your mother, you are talking about your admissions and how you are moving to from one story to another. Amazing, great storytelling technique, Toastmaster Pragya. But I always say that there is always a room for improvement. Let's put you in that room and give you your first feedback. Vocal change should be supported, a character change should be supported with the vocal change. When you're talking about mother, maybe grandmother and all, your character is changing, your voice should also change. So that you can work on. Secondly, your movement, maybe your movement was limited, you could have used the stage more. You were maybe tied up in one place, limited. So when you're placing the character in a different positions. Thirdly, we want the solution. Okay, how we can get out of that conflicting thing. You have said that, oh, okay, there is a conflicting decision and got out of it. How you got out of it? How you entered that conclusion? How you arrived at it? That struggle and what was the lesson that you learned and that we can apply also. What are the solutions that we can apply? I missed that also. For another thing that I would like to is your body overlapping with your conclusion. That is something that I have seen in your speech previously also. Sometimes your conclusion sounds like preachy. You are talking about a lot of things in your conclusion itself, and try to make it more crisp and more sharp and more concise and deliver the message, maybe connect with your opening or whatever you're thinking. You are talking about Toastmaster, you're talking about a lot of things in conclusion. So make it more crisp. Overall, an excellent speech and wonderfully crafted, and storytelling was amazing. Just work on your movement and the vocal changes and the conclusion, and I am sure you will have an excellent speech in the coming meetings also. Over to you, General Evaluator. I think General Evaluator is back. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Omar. Sorry again, my internet is playing games. I think he knows that I'm the evaluator for today, so it's giving me a hard time. Our next evaluator is our president Toastmaster, Muhammad Hassan. He's a petroleum engineer who wants to make a difference. Wow. Over to you, Mr. President.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Noah. Rule number 1 is don't sweat the small stuff. Rule number 2 is it's all small stuff. A very good evening to Toastmaster Abu Bakr Siddiq, fellow Toastmasters, Journal Evaluator, and guests. Toastmaster Abu Bakr, what a great persuasive speech about stress. I have been observing you from your icebreaker to this speech, and you have improved quite a lot. Congratulations on becoming a master presenter, and you are improving with each passing day. You started your speech with a problem statement about the lifestyles of our ancestors and ours, and correlated well with our current status of being stressed every now and then over small things. You were able to pinpoint the main reasons, which, for example, our unhealthy diets and our lifestyles. It was really impressive. Moreover, you included a story and tried to persuade us with that effectively. You also added humor to the story when you told us that there is no line behind us. It was hilarious. It is one of the most effective strategies to get people to your point of view. You employed that, amazing. You didn't only discuss about the problem, but also gave very valuable solutions, like prioritizing our activities in order to perform effectively without the induction of stress. That was inspirational as well. These were really some remarkable aspects of your speech. Having said that, please allow me to suggest some of the improvements that you might incorporate to improve with each subsequent project. Your start can be further improved with one attention grabbing statement like, oh, aren't we all stressed? Do you know how our ancestors used to live? Something of this sort. This would have built your case quickly and increased our interest from the listener's point of view. Moreover, if you are able to incorporate some dialogues or some sort of drama with your voice modulation, like, oh, there is no line behind us, yet we are stressed. Something of this sort. So, voice modulation always helps in the impact of the message. Moreover, your stage movement is minimal, which can be used to further enhance and organize your speech in segments. Initially, you are talking about old era, so now you could identify one position whenever you want to bring that up. When you talk about current era, then you may pinpoint another position. This way, listeners can identify the periods you are discussing since both are different. So these were some of the inputs from my side. All in all, you have demonstrated great presentation skills and delivered a speech very confidently with utmost control. If you could just improve on the areas mentioned, time is not far away when you would be raising the flag of being a champion of Horizon Toastmasters Club. Back to you, Journal Evaluator. I think she's gone again.
Journal Evaluator, where are you?
I'm telling you guys, she's in the matrix. Umair.
Shall I wear my glasses again?
Yeah, there you go. Maybe we got to bring her back that way. Everyone put your glasses on. Maybe we'll bring her back. Nuha, come back. Wherever you are. Come
Maybe
back.
someone need to ring the phone on the phone booth so she can come
Oh,
back.
wait. She unmuted. Are you there? Oh, she's there.
Yes, I am here. Okay. I will
Okay,
not
work.
be. I will not be opening my video. I think this is better for my connection now. But am I clearly audible?
Yeah, you are. We hear you.
Okay. So next we have our table topics evaluator. He says he's a person who just wants an impact to make an impact on others, but ended up to be District 79 Humor Speech Champion 2021. Toastmaster Ricky Chudian, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
It's my pleasure to be evaluating our table topic speakers for this evening. And I'm like manacled to listening to each of them while they're delivering their respective speeches. And literally, they have turned these obstacles into opportunities to speak and to inspire us with their wonderful messages in their respective topics. Well, in most table topic speeches, we always say that every speech, for that matter, is the same. Like they should be composed of the same components of the opening, body, and conclusion. And in answering table topics, we always say that there are four things that they need to consider whenever they respond to a topic or a question. And they are the point, the reason, the example, and the point. And I think that most of them, if not all, have succeeded in fulfilling these objectives. For the first speaker, Toastmaster Afaf, I love the way that she started the speech direct to the point and answered the topic in the general sense and related it to the current situation, which is the pandemic. She also tried to conclude by giving an advice to everyone. The only thing that I would comment on this speaker is that the video is turned off, and I would think that this can influence the audience more if we can see the person eye to eye. The second speaker, Toastmaster Ankita, answered in a different way. She agreed. So in some table topics, we are given options whether you agree or disagree on something, and Toastmaster Ankita agreed on the topic and elaborated it and given an example, which is about the examination. The thing that I love about it is the conclusion that was given about the physical and mental strength. Our third speaker, Toastmaster Joel, is someone that I love so much because of his calmness and relaxed way of speaking. He answered also the question or the topic and shared his story about how the internet, for example, has been something that is successful without the inventor of this not knowing what will happen to that invention in the near future. I would recommend that there could have been more of a personal touch in the experience or the example given other than what has been mentioned about the creators of the internet. Our fourth speaker, Toastmaster Tracer Mandevu, started the speech. What I love about her is that she spoke with conviction. If I were to listen to a table topic answer, I would be more convinced to make someone win because she or he delivered an answer with conviction, even if it is short and crisp rather than a long answer, which is boring and going around the bush. I'm not sure if Mandivu is a Toastmaster because she answered only in 34 seconds. And I would recommend that she could have used the time wisely, at least 1 to 2 minutes, in order for her to have given more of the point that she wants to convey in the topic. And finally, our fifth speaker is Toastmaster or guest Tuli Natuli. Again, she answered perfectly with the way she responded with the voice quality, and she was confident and so composed. She, she has this voice that you will be falling in love with and trying to listen also for hours and not getting bored. The only thing that I would also comment on Toastmaster or guest Natuli is that she answered only in a time of 1 minute and 4 seconds. So giving the general evaluation to all of our speakers, let's always note and take into consideration the construction of the table topic speech. Be sure that you have the opening, the body, and the conclusion. When you respond, be sure that you respond with confidence and with conviction, because that's what will make the audience be manacled to you while listening to your speech. Try to give also an example as much as possible, and that example could be on a personal story, and that will be much relatable to the audience rather than something that is written or fictitious, and the audience can relate more to something that is common, a story for everyone. And make use of the time wisely. 1 to 2 minutes may sound short, but when you are enjoying to deliver a speech and you are trying to share a story, the 2 minutes is actually not that long for you to share a story. Now, having said all of this, I hope that you all try to put into consideration that the first thing that comes into your mind is something that you should focus on, and don't pressure yourself into digging deep into the topic. So Toastmaster table topics in particular is something that will allow you to explore the horizons of public speaking and give you much more confidence while practicing. Now back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ricky, for this wonderful evaluation. And now it's time to hear from our grammarian. How are we doing well in terms of language, word of the day, and so on? Over to you, Toastmaster Noor.
Good evening once again. I think I'm becoming ineffective playing this role. I could find only very few improper usages, and the good stuffs are just so overwhelming that I had a hard time taking them down. So I would like to give these few suggestions, like expand my networking. I think it sounds better if we say expand network, and instead of using very angry, you can just say furious. Now, I would like to emphasize this one with Toastmaster Prague. Instead of saying like shut up, I like how she used the word shut down to give deeper meaning, which is very relevant to the context of his speech. And then the phrase, let me learn from the contrast. I like the words the fast, the flight mode. They're not, well, I seldom hear these words. And of course, these are big obstacles. Okay, strategize. I like the word fixated, something that I like it personally. Status quo, outside the box. I hope I could do that most of the time, unless we choose to be defeated. Wow, that's awesome. And put in the work, and every negative without S, like every negatives, every that should be followed by singular noun. Now, I'm feeling that the word of the day is the manacle of the day that only two people use it. Toastmaster Shindivasan one time, Toastmaster Ricky 2 times. Now, come on, guys, don't make me feel like I chose the wrong word. So please, everyone, say the word of the day. 3, 2, 1. Manacle. Now say it.
Manacle.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Manacle.
To you, Toastmaster of the day. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Manacle.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Noel. And now, Madam Zoom Master, would you please launch the poll for best evaluator? And meanwhile, let's hear from our counter today.
First have the timers report.
Oh, sorry. Let's have the timer report first. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Hi, good evening once again. Here is the timer report for the evaluation session. Toastmaster Sanjita, she used up 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Toastmaster Umar, he used up 3 minutes. Toastmaster Muhammad Hassan, he used up 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Back to you, General Vitor. Thank you.
What about grammarian time? Toastmaster Joseph, the time
the
for grammarian.
He used up 3 minutes and 4 seconds.
So all qualifies?
Yeah, all qualified. All are in the allotted time. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for your efforts. Now, Madam Zoom Master, would you please launch the poll for best evaluator? Meanwhile, let's have the counter report. Over to you, Toastmaster Srinivasan.
Thank you, General Evaluator. First of all, I would like to request all of you to please join me in congratulating Toastmaster Lada, Toastmaster Joseph, Mishael, Toastmaster Mishael, Toastmaster Pragya, Toastmaster Umer, and Toastmaster Ricky for manacling themselves in not to use any of the verbal crutches. Round of applause for all these gentlemen, please. Now, Toastmaster Muhammad Hassan as the president used 5 hours and there were one repeated word. And Toastmaster Joel used 1 hour and you are using this word I with a long pronouncing, so that can be avoided. Toastmaster Hina once 1 hour. Toastmaster Affad Ali, while he was being introduced himself, he used the word he twice. Toastmaster Derek, when he was being introduced, he used the word meeting twice. Toastmaster of the day, Umair, used 1 hour and argue twice, repeated words. And Toastmaster Noel, 5 hours, 6 hours rather. Toastmaster Noah, 2 hours. Toastmaster Abdul Salam, 11 hours, 2 repeated words, and he used the word okay once. Toastmaster Sangeeta, 7 hours, repeated words were in the, during, and Madam Toastmasters. So that was from Toastmaster Sangeeta. Toastmaster Michelle, nothing. And the Toastmaster Hassan, when he was doing the general, when he was presenting his evaluation, he used 2 hours. Toastmaster Abu Bakr, 3 hours and 1 repeated word, that is private. Toastmaster Omer, 5 hours. Repeated words were the, trade, and Annie. But he was also using this is the table topic master, and he was using these words and so many times. Like for and you used 3 times, so you used 4 times, and there was 1 usage of you know. Toastmaster Afaf, 6 hours. Toastmaster Ankita, 2 hours and 2 repeated words, that is all, that, and any. And Toastmaster Matthew did not use any other, but she repeated the one word, like word, we are twice. And Toastmaster Kudin Tali, 1. This is my account score. Thank you. Back to you, General.
Very much, our counter, for this detailed, precise report. And I'm happy to see that many of our members are not are avoiding their alts and I encourage everyone else to do so. And now it's time for me to present my general evaluation about the meeting. But before that, Madam Zoom Master, can you please launch the poll for the best evaluator again, because it was missing 2 evaluators. It was missing the grammarian and the table topics evaluator. So let's do that and also listen to my general evaluation about the session today. So congratulations on your first meeting on the new program year 2021-2022. I'm very delighted to see that the preparation, and I'm being a part of the XCOM, I know that preparation started way back, maybe 2 weeks from now, that every member in the XCOM was doing their best to come up to this moment and present this wonderful meeting today. I was happy to see many members log in before the meeting start, 15 minutes before the start of the meeting, and to see that BPE is checking up with the meeting settings with everyone. But despite that, the meeting started few minutes late, which affected the whole meeting time. So meeting started 3 minutes late, and then Sergeant at Arms opened the meeting. Very excellent job. The presiding officer, our president today, gave his first address, pinning all the point about thanking past XCOM, talking about opportunities ahead and challenges, and giving an honest view about the club progress to the member. But I felt it was missing a little bit of enthusiasm, like a little bit of like this high encouraging tone. And moving on, the secretary read the minutes of meeting very wonderfully. Thank you. And introduction of the Toastmaster of the day was done very perfectly, beautifully. The Toastmaster of the day took control smoothly and introduced the theme of the day, which is turn your obstacles into opportunities, and gave a wonderful opening speech. But the meeting theme was not carried on during the meeting. So it was only in the beginning, the introduction. So I would prefer if that is practiced to split the theme of the meeting into small segments between each segments of the meeting, and that's how it will feel like a theme for the whole meeting. And moving on to all role players were introduced very wonderfully. I like that the counter gave tips for the members and guests on how to avoid their ahs and ums. And then the introduction for the speakers was also done beautifully. And congratulations for our speakers, especially the icebreaker of Toastmaster Mashail, and also Toastmaster Pragya. Thank you for giving your icebreaker standing, because I feel like few Toastmaster would feel like since it's an icebreaker, it's okay to deliver while sitting or something. So I think delivering the speech while standing is part of the speech itself. So it's like like having structure, like it's an important part of the speech. Moving on to the table topic session, the amazing table topic session done by Toastmaster Omer, wonderfully done. Thank you very much. The theme, the topics and everything, but table topic session took more time. Like I noticed by the second speaker that we already reached the end of allotted time for table topics. And I thought, okay, maybe one more topic and he will close the table topic session. But after that, he gave 3 more topics, which cost us, I think, 7 to 8 minutes of the meeting time. And this is where I wanted maybe the VP education or the Toastmaster of the day, since Toastmaster of the day is the one leading the meeting and also making sure that the time of the meeting is running smoothly. So I would have preferred if the Toastmaster of the day took control and told the table topic master that time allotted for table topics is ended and that we need to move on, so we don't become overlapping the time allotted for the meeting. And the table topic session was amazing, and I'm happy that all the guests were included, because we know this is the only segment that guests can participate. Moving on to the evaluation session. And first of all, I'd like to say thank you to my evaluators. I missed thanking you after your evaluation because I was breaking up. And what I like is that, yes, technical glitches happen, but I'm happy that you took control and I came back and found the meeting was running smoothly after that. And also, thank you, Toastmaster Ricky, for your evaluation. I noticed that you gave tips and tricks on how to expect from a champion lasting. I missed to give my evaluation for the fun session. Yes, it was not prepared, but it was it was done in a good way. I would prefer if someone doesn't know how to do the role or is new to the role to reach out to the VP education to help him with the resources or everything, and also the VP education to make sure that everyone know how to do their role. And other than that, great meeting, and I would love to see next meeting getting even better and better. And that concludes my report. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nuha, for that very educational and amazing evaluation session. Let's vote first, then we will wrap up. So fellow Toastmasters, it's come to the end of my session. Thank you very much for all the role takers, for the Horizon members that are taking part on this event. Without all of your support, this meeting won't be a fun one. If you realized, I'm very proud to announce that today all the role takers are 100% from the Horizon members. So I suggest all of you to book your slot for the speaking and roll for the next meeting right now, straight away. And this is the place where we can learn, inspire, and grow. Back to you, to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Hassan.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Uzair Iqbal. A job very well done. Congratulations to all the participant guests for joining in. A splendid meeting all in all. We were mesmerized by all the speakers from Toastmaster Mashail, her icebreaker, from Toastmaster Pragya giving her icebreaker as well, and Toastmaster Abu Bakr Siddiq. We really enjoyed all their speeches. Well thought out table topics. Thank you, Toastmaster Umair, for this innovative method to conduct table topics. Amazing evaluators. Congratulations, everyone who participated. And this is how we improve with each passing day. Before moving forward, let me acknowledge one of our member completing level of presentation mastery. He is none other than our rising star, Abu Bakr Siddiq. Congratulations, Abu Bakr Siddiq. Can we show up his certificate? Congratulations, Abu Bakr Siddiq, on completion of your level 2 presentation mastery. Okay.
Abu Bakar, you want to take a picture? I pin you.
You better manacle him.
Where is him? Where is he? Abu Bakar.
Yeah, please manacle Abu Bakr.
I cannot see Abu Bakar.
I'm here.
Okay, let me
There.
spotlight you. Can someone take picture of him? No.
I did. I'll send it in the group now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next.
So now congratulations to our playmaster, Toastmaster, who inspires us a lot to playify everything. And we are so much inspired from her. Toastmaster Larda, congratulations on the completion of your level 3 presentation mastery.
Did you take the picture, Nuha?
Yes, yes.
So how do I
Wait,
congratulate
wait,
myself?
I want one. I want one with my sunglasses. Can you go
Okay,
back?
go back.
Go back. Go back to me.
This is
Hold on, let me take my own picture.
okay, done.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Please help to take picture of Mr. President.
So I have completed dynamic leadership level 3. I hope in my president role of Horizons currently. Let's move forward, Eliza. Congratulations, Mashail, for your icebreaker. You are a very valuable to our family, and you delivered a very splendid speech. Congratulations on that.
I cannot see Mashael. Is
Thank you,
Mashael still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You want to take picture?
I already took picture. Thank you.
Okay, great.
Congratulations, Pragya, once again for your second pathway. That is, what is her pathway?
Effective coaching.
Effective coaching. Yeah, congratulations, Toastmaster Pragya, on that. Wish you great success through this pathway.
Thank you.
A wonderful job done, Toastmaster of the day, Uzair Iqbal. It was your first role as a Toastmaster of the day, and you did it in a very awesome manner. Thanks a lot for that. Congratulations.
Thank you so. Thank you so much.
Table Masters, literally, that was really an amazing session, and just want to once again, and if you can play the music once again, it was really awesome. As a fun master, yes, Abdul Islam. Although you were a little bit confused initially, but I think you did the job. You brought smiles on our faces. Thanks a lot. Wonderful job done.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hassan. Thank you.
And Joseph Cardona, he's a president of another club, and now he played. Now he's active in our club activities. So thanks a lot Joseph, for participating, and job really well done. Congratulations.
I'm sorry, Toastmaster Nuha, I forget about you, but I will make your poster after
Final
this.
evaluation, she has covered each and everything, and she has given me some inputs as well, which I'll try to incorporate in my next appearances. Toastmaster Nuha,
Now,
despite your
best.
internet connection, your report was really comprehensive. As a thought master, actually this is a new addition to our agenda, which is thought master, and Toastmaster Lada talked about the theme of the day. Thanks a lot. A wonderful job done, Lada. Why are we not clapping? Let's play.
Okay, best speaker now.
Yay for
Now
me.
sorry.
Woo! Oh, wait, I didn't take that picture. Wait, hold on.
I will send it to you, Lada.
Send it to me.
So we all are winners, but the ones who were a little bit different, let me announce their names. Starting with prepared speeches, we have Toastmaster Abu Bakr Siddiq. Congratulations, Abu Bakr Siddiq. You are turning out to be a great speaker, honestly.
Next.
Moving forward for our table topics. Toastmaster Afaf Ibrahim Didi. Congratulations, Toastmaster, our guests. Moving forward for the best evaluator, Toastmaster Ricky Choridian. Congratulations, Toastmaster Ricky Choridian. A very comprehensive evaluation for all the table topics, and amazingly within time, which is the most difficult part for a table topic evaluator. Thanks a lot, and congratulations.
Let's take
So
a
yeah,
picture.
congratulations to all the winners. We can take a picture. I hope everyone had a great time as I did. Now we should move towards our guests and hear from them about their experiences. I think only Toastmaster Afaf and guest Thuli left. Yes, Toastmaster Afaf. Few words. Can you, okay. We are taking a picture, Eliza, right now.
Accountants, Toastmaster
Can in future,
Trinivasan, Toastmaster Pragya, Mashael can on
before
video.
moving forward, can we have few words from our guests first, please? Yes, Toastmaster Afaf, your experience attending this meeting. You are muted. Kindly unmute yourself.
So thank you very much. This is a very new experience. It is a very
happy to participate in these meetings, and it is totally different the way we not totally, but it is really different the way we conduct, and it is very interesting. And I really like this meeting. I am looking forward to participate more meeting in this club. So thank you very much for giving me a chance to take a part in this meeting. Thank you all.
You're more than welcome. Just as a gentle reminder, Master Sangeeta in house as VB membership, and she is ready to welcome your questions and queries related to joining this club, which is Home of Champions. Okay, so move forward to our next guest, Thuli. Can you share your experience with us?
Hi, everyone.
Yes.
So being a part of this was amazing. I liked how you guys do things. It's so different from what I've seen and what I'm aware of. So this was amazing. Thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of this, to also share my opinions and be a part of the table topics. Sorry. So it was really nice being here. I hope that I can be a guest again next time. I would love to come again
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
participate and
And
hopefully
we hope you
be
become
better
our
than I was
members.
today.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you.
Thuli. Yes, Toastmaster Sudarshan, can we have a few words from you, please?
Good evening, Mr. President and fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Sudarshan. I am joining you from Dubai. I've been a Toastmaster for about 8 years, and I was invited to today's meeting by your VP membership, Toastmaster Sangeeta. And I've heard a lot about Horizons, and I wasn't disappointed. Though I joined your meeting really late, I joined just at the time that your evaluation sessions were starting. But I think I came in for the best part of your meeting because it was a rich evaluation, specifically Toastmaster Ricky, to whom I conveyed in a private chat as well that it was an outstanding evaluation of table topics, and I'm feeling richer for the experience. So thank you for having me, and I assure you I will try and join as many meetings of Horizons as possible.
Thank you for those kind words, Toastmaster Sudarshan. Toastmaster Ricky is our champion speaker evaluator, and he's a mentor for so many of the Toastmasters, including me. So yes, his evaluations are always, I do learn new things from his evaluation every time I listen to him. Um, we have Muhammad Ghias. Can we have few words from you? I think he's. Can you hear us, Muhammad Ghias? Okay, so I think it's time to formally adjourn the meeting. The meeting is formally adjourned, so now we can have a